Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, today in this video we will have our discussion on a topic which has been long there in my mind. I generally use that in my astrological analysis in the consultation, but somehow it never occurred to me. But yesterday I was talking to another fellow astrologer friend of mine, so this topic just came from nowhere in the discussion. So I just thought of as a divine command that I need to talk about this topic on my channel. So friends, I'm talking about this topic of the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, like given by the sage Bhrigu, which has to do with where you can map an individual's life in that 12-year cycle. Like for example, every year there is one specific house which is activated in your life. So for example, the life works in specific 12-year interval. So it is very simple friends. All what we have to do is that from the time of your birth, we just have to keep on timing it with each year in the following houses. I will explain it to you once we will get into the narration part. So this will give you an answer that why sometimes astrologers say this with complete confidence that at the age of 24 there is a high chance, if other factors are also supportive, that you can get married. At the age of 36 the same cycle has repeated again, and if your dashas and the transit is favorable, this year you could get married. Same is the case with the reset which happens in the career as well. So this 12-year cycle will give you very precise information. So friends, see, because the way we do the analysis, after this I will come up with another topic on the 9-year cycle, which is generally used with Rahu and Ketu. There's a very good friend of mine and he is a very strong advocate of mapping the Rahu Ketu axis, Rahu Ketu cycles on a 9-year cycle basis, which in a way makes sense because I even almost started my journey in Canada when I came 9 years back, and Rahu and Ketu are very strong in my chart, and now I'm seeing that kind of transition and change which was meant to happen. So all of that which I have sown in the past 9 years. So that is what I'm trying to say friends. All these timely cycles plays a very significant role in giving you some sort of edge in the prediction. Like the way friends, this is more or less the same concept which we also used in the Varshfal, and over where we calculate this progressing ascendant called as the Munta. I guess I have given you too much information. I hope I have not confused you. Okay, so now coming back to the basics. So this video friends is about the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, where we will try to map the life in the 12-year cycle. Which specific house is right now active in your life, and based on, like we have calculated from this Paddhati, the house based on your running age which is active right now. And let's say for example, if you have some exalted planet being placed over there which is also active in the Dasha, and you are trying to achieve something connected to that house. This could be marriage, 7th house. This could be career advancement. If in the 10th house or in the 11th house you're planning to have a child, and based on this Paddhati your 5th house is right now active. So then this is going to be a win-win situation in these kind of scenarios. So okay friends, now after this let's shift to the narration part of understanding this beautiful concept of the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. So friends, today we will talk about the time activated wheel of life in Vedic Jyotish. So what is Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati? Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati is a time-based activation system attributed to sage Bhrigu, where life unfolds in 12-year cycles. Each year activates one house. The cycle repeats every 12 years. An event occurs when house, planet and the dasha align. So the chart is static but karma moves in time. So this Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati explains why certain events repeat at specific ages. Marriage themes return at 24 years of the age, 36 years of the age or 48 years of the age. Career reset happens at predictable intervals. So friends, the core rule is very simple. So from age, like a child when it is born till the first year of the age, the first house is going to be in a commanding position. it's going to be activated as per Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. So from age 1 to 2, it's the second house. From age 11 to 12, 12th house. Age 12 to 13, again it's going to be the first house. So this is how the whole cycle will repeat every 12 years, and this will create activation windows, not the guarantees. I'm just talking about the activation. So friends, as you can see in your screen, that you can refer to this chart on your screen, that for example, if you are right now 38 years of the age, so that means the third house is activated right now. So that means the current life themes which are activated in your life are of the courage, of siblings, of the effort. And obviously there are like many interpretation of the third house. This is also the house which is very important for the content creators. This is also the house which is very important for the skill based professional. If you are right now 42 years of the age, so that means your 7th house is right now active, which has to do with the marriage, which has to do with the partnership, which has to do with the commercial goals, business aspiration. So now friends, so for example, the key insight is events don't randomly happen. They occur when time hits that house again. So now comes the question that how events actually manifest as per the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. So Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati alone does not give events. The event happens only when all three elements align. The very first is the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati house activation, because it is going to be bound by the time. Second is going to be the planetary strength, like the planet which is placed over in that house or which owns that house. So whether that planet is in a strengthened state, it is afflicted, and the running Dasha or the Antar Dasha, because the permission comes from over there. So for example, if the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati activates 7th house at the age of 30, and the 7th lord, which let's say for example is Venus, for this person, the person is Aries Lagna or the person is Scorpio Lagna, and Venus is also active, and the Dasha is also supporting marriage, then we can say that there is a high possibility that marriage will happen. And if any one factor is missing, so for example, from the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, house is active at that specific age, but that house lord is not active in the Dasha. So the theme will activate, but not the event. So friends, now comes the question, how to read this Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati step by step. So the step number 1 is note your current age, current running age. Step 2 is identify the activated house. Step 3 is judge the house lord, planet placed in that house, aspects on that house. Confirm that in the D9 chart. And also friends, along with the D9 confirmation, you also have to see the relevant divisional chart. So for example, if you are of the age of 40, your main concern is of the childbirth, and based on all the previous steps, you are of that age which is being supported by the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, and in your 5th house or your 5th lord is in a strengthened state, it is also active in the Dasha. So apart from looking at the D9, look at the D7 chart, Saptyamsha chart as well for the confirmation, and the Dasha running. So the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati tells when, chart tells what, and Dasha tells if it will happen or not. So friends, I will just give you a quick synopsis of other areas of the life as well. So for example, if you have to correlate the Bhrigu Chakra with the major life events. So for example, if there is a concern of the marriage, so we have to look at the 7th house activated years. So if we will look at that table, we will get to know that, okay, age 18, age 30, age 42, age 54 are the 7th house years. So if marriage does not happen, this could be a case like, especially at the age of 30, so there might be a case that 7th lord is weak, or Venus is afflicted in the chart, or Saturn and Ketu are blocking it, or the karma exhausted via denial. We can say this thing. But again friends, I will not say that you just only have to apply this principle. I would say that in the back of your mind, if you know the running age, it will definitely add edge to your analysis, to your reading. So let's say for example, if the concern is of the children, we know that the activated age as per this principle, if you will look at the table, that is the age of 16, 28, 40. So if delayed, if the childbirth concern is getting delayed, this could be a case that the fifth lord might be afflicted, Jupiter might be weak, or D9 or the D7 confirms the blockage. Same is the case, friends, like we can take up the case of the career rise and fall as well. We know that as per the table, the 10th house activated age are of 21, 33 or 45. So status change happens if the 10th lord is strong. Saturn, Jupiter individually are supportive. Same thing is getting applicable and verified in the D10 chart. And at this age, for example of 33 years of the age, you're running very favorable planetary dasha, strengthened dasha, then we can say that it is indicating more towards career rise. Also friends, when we talk about the crisis or the sudden change, so we know that we have to look at the theme connected with the 8th house activated ages. So if you will look at the chart, we will get to know that the age 19, 31 or 43 is connected with the 8th house. So this explain if during that time, like let's say for example, you're also running some very unfavorable affliction causing dasha. So then this is a sure short case that okay, from the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati we are getting this indication that your 8th house is active. You are running the dasha of very malefic planet that time, planets which are in a planetary war, which are debilitated, they are placed in the 8th house. So this will explain incidents like divorce, accidents, sudden loss, or in certain cases spiritual awakening as well. So friends, I always say like Bhrigu Chakra and the spiritual evolution are deeply intertwined. So Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati is deeply spiritual because it can give you indication of the 8th house activated cycle and the death of the ego, transformation, or the 12th house connected cycles, which could be the time period of the detachment. And if there is going to be a repeated denial at the same house, like those 12-year cycle is coming in but still it is not giving you result connected to that house, this could be a concern of the karma exhaustion as well. So late life cycles become moksha oriented. So souls mature house by house and life by life. So friends, the common mistake which you can make with this, which you have to be very mindful, is that do not use this without blending dasha with it. So you cannot predict events mechanically. It means you cannot ignore D9, you cannot ignore dasha. You have to use it as a supplement. You do not have to use it in isolation. And friends, like in which all situation and scenario this paddhati, this technique is most powerful. So I would say that the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati works best for the event timing, repeating patterns, understanding why something keeps happening, explaining destiny versus free will. So especially it is very powerful when you will combine it with the dasha analysis, with the Navamsa, with the Shashtiamsha or the transit trigger. Because a lot of the times people say this thing to me, Depon, after every 5 years this event happened in my life, after every 9 years this event happened in my life. So obviously friends, for you to actually like introspect on this concept, you need to be of a mature age. Like for example, if you are already right now 21, 22, so you have not even completed 2 cycle, so you would not be able to see the essence of it. So I'm sure that people who are in their mid 40s or early 50s, they can very strongly correlate with it. So friends, if you remember, I gave this reference that indirectly this concept of Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati and the 12-year cycle can be correlated with the Muntha concept from the Varshval as well, like where the Muntha's placement, like a progressive ascendant, it keep on moving signs every year. And when I've tried to correlate that with due retrospection, going down the memory lane in my own personal life, the years when I have had certain accomplishment and the years where I suffered terribly, so it is completely in sync and in synchronicity with the Varshful of that year and Muntha's placement in that year. So I mean to say, I'm not saying that you use this concept in isolation, but definitely if you will blend it with your existing observation in the chart, the techniques which you use in the chart analysis, it will definitely add an edge over there. So friends, at the end, you don't change karma, you change how consciously you meet it. Bhrigu Chakra shows when karma knocks, wisdom decide how you open the door. So friends, I hope this prove out to be informational for you. Like the way I always say, this is a research platform where we all learn from each other. So whatever is working out or resonating with you in your personal life, like you would have calculated based on this system, does the marriage happen at the time when the activation of the house of the marriage is being indicated in this Paddhati, or does the childbirth happen around the time of the age indicated by this Paddhati, or the career advancement happened in your life based on the timelines indicated, the years indicated in this Paddhati. Do share that in the comment section. So okay friends, for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. धन्यवाद.